Hey folks, Steve Adubato here. We welcome back our good friend down at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, John Schreiber, who's the president and CEO. How you doing, my friend?
I'm well. How are you?
I don't know. Why am I yelling? I mean, we haven't been in the studio for a while, and I'm just a little out of practice. Hey, John, talk to us as we are into the fall of 2021, going into 2022. What is going on at NJPAC today, and what do you plan for the new year?
So we are, during pandemic, we were really busy. We never stopped producing, we never stopped working. We delivered over 500 virtual events over the last 18 months, cultural events, education programs, conversations around social justice. And what we discovered during pandemic, and I think many folks found the same thing, is that there's a huge audience and a kind of huge yearning for information and for entertainment at home. And so we learned how to be distance deliverers of content. And the community really responded positively. So now, happily, we are back to presenting live events in our theaters. We're selling full houses. We are saying to people, that in order to attend, you need to either be vaccinated or show proof of a negative test. Folks are masked in the audience during performances, and we have a host of health and safety protocols in place so that people feel good about coming back, and people really want to come back. We're selling tickets every day. And the thing that certainly is in my pool of worry is how will the Delta variant advance? Will it diminish? In the weeks to come, and hopefully when it does, will we see more and more folks out and about, getting vaccinated and living as normal a life as they can live. But as you know, because you're in the news business, this is a story that changes every day, so we're keeping an eye on it.
Why don't we do this as we put up the website for the New Jersey Performing Arts Center so people can find out more on what's happening at any given time in terms of safety protocols, in terms of programming and where the Arts Center is and what's happening or not happening. Hey, John, it's interesting. You mentioned health. You mentioned public health. And there's an initiative that the Performing Arts Center has in cooperation with Horizon Blue Cross and Blue Shield New Jersey to disclose an underwriter of public broadcasting, an underwriter of our programming, particularly around health. There's a $3 million grant from them to support arts programming and its connection to wellness. Make that clear what it is and why it matters, particularly in a city like Newark.
What we have learned is that the arts are a driver of health and wellness. Simply going to an arts event on a very fundamental level, going to an entertainment event, in sort of getting out of one's own head and experiencing a live program with an audience. That can improve one's mental well-being, just on a basic level. What we've also learned is this sort of integration of arts and wellness, right? Whether that is art therapy, the idea that by being a creator of art, which we ask our kids to do, makers of art, that exercise gives them a chance to tell us who they are, to talk in their authentic voice about what's important to them. And that is a confidence builder, and that increases one's mental well-being. In our arts education programs, where in a normal year we'll talk to and reach and work with over 100,000 kids and families, what we've discovered is that when kids make art, sometimes that's a triggering experience, and art can surface difficult feelings. And so we have social workers present at our arts training programs who work with kids when uncomfortable feelings arise based on their art making. And then we are, with Horizon's help and with the help of the Cooperman family and many others, we are expecting to break ground within a year on the Cooperman Family Arts Education and Community Center, which is going to be a 60,000 square foot facility on our campus. And arts and wellness is going to be an integrated part of what happens at the Cooperman Center. So whether that is mindfulness, whether that is yoga, whether that is culinary arts, all sorts of things that nutrition programs, things that encourage healthy habits that make us feel better and live longer. So we are creating a programming vertical around arts and wellness. We're grateful to Horizon for their support for that. And that programming vertical will operate across everything we do at the Arts Center, whether it's on the main stage, at the Cooperman Center, in our education programs, in our community engagement programs. So, you know, as an anchor cultural institution for Newark and for the state, we feel like that's a good job for us to do, to sort of promote healthy habits.
John, and by the way, one of the reasons I'm not interrupting it as much as I normally do is there's about a second delay, and I don't want it's irritating to the viewer. So I want to hold
my
back,
desire, you should know that my desire was to filibuster this entire thing and break the Adubato record and just
why do you hurt me like this? We've been friends too long. You can't hurt me publicly like this. Just do it privately behind my back. Hey, John, real quick on this. We're very much involved along with our partners at NJPBS. They're doing great programming around the gubernatorial race. And by the way, this will be seen before and after. Public awareness, public education on the issues, civics education, now more important than ever. But NJPAC, even though this will be seen before and after, is involved in a debate. Real quick, give me 30 seconds on the debate between the two gubernatorial candidates.
September 28th, it'll be live at 7 p.m. on WABC, Channel 7, WPVI in Philadelphia.
Don't be plugging commercial stations while we're on public broadcasting.
Well, I'm gonna do a very sort of a partner-like thing and say the second debate is going to be hosted by NJPBS. So we encourage people to watch both. But there are only two governor races in the country this year.
New Jersey and Virginia?
Yep, there is a tremendous amount to talk about.
That's right.
The governor has a bunch of things to run on and a bunch of questions to answer. And I think his opponent, Mr. Chitterelli, is a spirited one. And I think it'll be fun, it'll be exciting. And to your point, nowadays it's more important than ever, indispensable for citizens to be involved in the issues that are truly life and death issues these days.
And having civil, respectful discourse and debate. And that isn't just about the debate taking place at NJPAC or the great work that NJPBS does or what we're involved in. Don't underestimate the importance of civil discourse. Just think back to January 6th, and I'll get off my soapbox. Hey, John Schreiber, looking forward to seeing you at NJPAC for a whole range of shows that I'm excited about.
Thank you.
Hey, John, all the best to you and the team down there.
Likewise, thanks a million. Keep up the excellent work. We appreciate you.
Thanks, John. That's John Schreiber. Steve Adubato will be right back right after this.
State of Affairs with Steve Adubato is a production of the CAUCUS Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, TD Bank, the Northward Center, NJ Best, Johnson & Johnson, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, United Airlines, PSC&G, and by Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Promotional support provided by NJ.com and by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association.
Every day, nearly 2 million customers across New Jersey rely on PSC&G to provide natural gas. And every day, PSC&G is committed to doing it safely. That includes making sure you know what to do if you smell gas. A natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. If you suspect a gas leak, leave your home immediately. Get far away, then call 911. Remember, smell, leave, call. Protect the ones you love. Learn more at pscg.com/gas safety.